Hi everybody, Steve here at Eden Memorial Park in Mission Hills, California, which is in the San Fernando Valley. And it's so windy out that I have to record this video here in my car. Sadly, I'm here to visit the final resting place, the gravesite of one of the many famous people who died on Christmas Day. He's buried at the top of the hill, but first I'm going to stop at a gravesite just inside the front gates to the right in the family estates section. Thanks for joining me on another trip to visit the most memorable cemeteries, memorials, and gravesites. George Wylie, I hope that's how he pronounced his name, didn't die on Christmas Day, but he did write one of the most popular Christmas songs of all time. And in one of those ironic twists, both of these men were Jewish and are laid to rest here in this Jewish cemetery. Of all the great Christmas songs ever written, it's the most wonderful time of the year, written by George Wylie and sung by Andy Williams, is my all-time favorite Christmas song. Now my second favorite Christmas song is the Carpenters' Merry Christmas Darling. Maybe they're tied for my two top favorite Christmas songs. Do you have a favorite Christmas song? Not only did Wylie write this Christmas classic, but he also composed the theme song for Gilligan's Island, one of the most popular theme songs in TV history. Wylie died at the age of 87 in Tarzana, California on May 2nd, 2003, and he certainly left a lasting legacy. And he's also the grandfather of musician Adam Levy. I'll pan around here like I usually do so you can get a better idea of what the section where he's laid to rest looks like. And if you like Christmas songs, keep watching until the end of this video, because I'm going to visit the gravesite of another composer who's also famous for writing one of the most popular Christmas songs of all time. It's equally as well known as Wylie's Christmas classic. In this same cemetery at the top of the hill, in the Garden of Jacob North section, is the gravesite of actor Roy Stewart. Stewart appeared in many movies and TV shows during his career, but he's probably best remembered for his role as Corporal Chuck Boyle on the 1960s TV sitcom Gomer, Pyle, USMC. He died from cancer at the age of 78 in Woodland Hills, California on Christmas Day, December 25th, 2005. According to his Wikipedia page, he was survived by his companion, Claude Hubert. And I'll continue to pan around like I usually do, so you can see a little bit more of the section where he's laid to rest. This is one of the newer sections and also one of the smaller sections of the cemetery, making his gravesite pretty easy to find and visit. If you've watched my channel before, then by now you're familiar with Hollywood Forever Cemetery. I've been here many times before, and today I'm back to visit the final resting place of actress Anne Savage. Her ashes have been placed at the Beth Elam Jewish Mausoleum in the Alcove of Peace, and the mausoleum is located next to the back gate. After entering through the doors of the mausoleum, you make a right at the second corridor, and the Alcove of Peace is located at the very end of the hallway. About halfway down the corridor on the left-hand side is the crypt of gangster Bugsy Siegel. Just look for the crypt that's always covered with red lipstick kisses. And if anyone can explain to me why hitmen, gangsters, mobsters, and killers are so worshipped and adored, while serial killers are reviled, I would sure love to know. How does one killer become a glamorous celebrity while the other becomes a pariah who's universally despised? And they've both done essentially the same thing. Why aren't they both detested? This mystery has always baffled me. In the early days of its development, Siegel helped put Las Vegas, Nevada on the map by funding the Flamingo Hotel, which opened the day after Christmas in 1946. 6 months later, on June 20th, 1947, he was shot and killed in Beverly Hills, California at the age of 41. Actress Anne Savage died here in Hollywood, California at the age of 87 on December 25th, 2008. She appeared in dozens of movies, but is probably best remembered as the femme fatale in the 1945 film noir classic Detour. According to her Wikipedia page, Time magazine named her character Vera one of the top 10 movie villains, and named Detour one of the 100 best movies. And in 2005, the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences honored her with the status of icon and legend. As you can see, her ashes have been placed here in this display case with her husband, Bert DeArmond. He was also her manager. He died at the age of 66 in Miami, Florida, in December of 1969. No specific date in December was listed anywhere online that I was able to find. Actress Joan Blondell died from leukemia at the age of 73 in Los Angeles, California, on December 25, 1979. She's laid to rest at Forest Lawn Memorial Park in Glendale, California, in the Court of Freedom section within the Garden of Honor in the columbarium of the Evening Star. Unfortunately, this outdoor niche garden is not open to the public. Blondell appeared in more than 100 movies and TV shows during her career, and even won an Emmy for her performance in the TV show Here Come the Brides, which aired from 1968 to 1970. Anyone else remember that TV show that also featured David Soul and Bobby Sherman? Over the years, quite a few other famous people have died on Christmas Day, but these are the only ones I was able to find and visit this year here in the Southern California area. In my Christmas video last year, I was able to find a few others, and I'll put a link to it down below this video in case you haven't already seen it. Like George Wylie, music, theater, and film composer, Hugh Martin didn't die on Christmas, but he did compose one of the most memorable and most popular Christmas songs of all time. So I'm here now at Mission San Luis in Oceanside, California, and I'm standing here in front of the mission and the cemetery that they have in this courtyard right behind me here. The mission was first founded in 1798, and this is the third church constructed on this site. It was built in 1815, and it was the 18th of the 21 Spanish missions to be erected here in California. It's also a National Historic Landmark. To find Hugh Martin's niche, you take this path through the church graveyard. You continue on past this fountain here in the center to the wall of cremation niches that you see straight ahead. Martin's niche is located on the opposite side of this wall, just to the left after you pass through the arch. His now classic Christmas song, Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, was written for the 1944 Judy Garland film, Meet Me in St. Louis. Over the years, it's been performed by dozens of other recording artists. In fact, it's considered to be one of the most recorded Christmas songs of all time. But I think I still prefer the original by Judy Garland. Martin almost made it to 100 years old. He died at the age of 96 in Encinitas, California, which is in San Diego County, on March 11, 2011. In 1983, he was even inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame. So what's your favorite Christmas song? It's the most wonderful time of the year? Merry Christmas, darling? Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas? Or some other holiday favorite? Bing Crosby, Nat King Cole, Elvis, Dean Martin, the Ronettes, Brenda Lee, Darlene Love, the Beach Boys, Elton John, Mariah Carey, the Jackson 5, Bruce Springsteen, Jose Feliciano, and even Alvin and the Chipmunks have all had very popular Christmas songs over the years. So please share your favorite Christmas song with us in the comments section down below. As I'm leaving the graveyard, the wheelchair accessible sign on this headstone just caught my attention. Daniel Allen Forrester Burns was born on October 24, 1972, and died July 18, 1998, at the young age of 25. His life was short, but after reading his headstone, it appears that it was very full of accomplishments and love. The image on Ralph H. Schick's niche also grabbed my attention. His epitaph reads, "Founder of the Delta Wing for Supersonic Flight." And below that is the biblical quote, "They will mount up with wings like eagles." And that's pretty appropriate too. Schick lived to be 84 years old, but whether short or long, every life has an interesting story to tell. And for me, it's especially moving when it can be told on a headstone. And this week, I'd like to especially thank my Patreon supporters who have recently increased their pledges. Rob Combs, Dr. Leon Roberts, John Akers, Amy Jane Redford, Mark A. Simpson, Kathleen Norris, Michael Bodden, Ernie Comstock, Jill McDaniel, Miles Vose, Christopher Jones, Dwight Lilly, Gary Somebody, George Salling Jr., Todd Schmidt, Stuart Chastain, Sandra Millette, Rosemary Mullen, Pam Maddox, Adrian Rednane, Bonnie Spinst, Andrea Rocho, and David Grief. Thank you all so much for your generous support of this channel. So Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Holidays, whatever you celebrate. I hope you have a really happy holiday season. And I hope you're able to visit a couple of grave sites in the cemetery as well.